We're ready to go play football. That's number one. We're ready to go play football. Been game planning for a while, just been ready to go out there and just take care of business. Pitt is new to the conference. They're ready to prove themselves in the conference. We're just ready to go play. We're excited. We're pumped up. Camp is finally over. We're tired of hitting each other. It's time to go hit somebody else.
I know the first game of the season always has those difficulties if you're looking at last year's film and all of that. What have you been able to learn about Pittsburgh so far?
They're a tough team. They're big up front. Offensive line's very big up front. We have big guys up front. They're athletic outside of receiver. We have some of the best corners in the country. They have young backs. We have experienced linebackers. So it's almost they're even. They're compatible, but they're not. I feel like we're gonna go out there. We're just gonna play good football. We watch film. They're tough up front, like I said. They're athletic down the field. They can stretch the field with number 7. But I feel like we're in a position where to go up there and take care of business. We're Florida State. We've been dominant in the conference before, and we just have to go out there and make a statement that we're going to keep being dominant.
I know last year's last year, but do you come into this season with the mindset of wanting to defend that ACC championship?
Most definitely. I believe anybody goes back that has won a national championship like Alabama would feel, or a conference championship like we won last year. We want to go back and defend that title. We have the rights of it in 2013. We're going to go back and defend it in 2014. That's our job. And I believe that we have the mindset of going back to do it. We have the leaders to go back and do it. We have the role players on the team to go back and do it. And we all bought in during camp that this is our plan. This is what we plan to do, and this is how we're going to go do it. And the coaches also have bought into the whole scheme of that. And it's time to just go play football now. We've been through camp. We've put the defense in. We put the offense in. We ran the plays. It's time to practice game plan and just go play football.
This will be the first look out there, the brand new defense. How confident are you guys in your schemes? Because you don't want to go out there first game and have any of those miscommunications that lead to big plays.
It's a part of practice. We do that every day. Coach Pruitt always says your left hand has to know what your right hand's doing, and we're going to definitely do that. We're making calls across the board, D-line, linebackers, DBs. Everybody knows, everybody's on the same page, so we have to communicate constantly, yell out calls constantly, and it's a part of practicing. When you're not used to doing it in an old system and you're doing it to a new system, you kind of lag off, and now, I forgot to make the call, but now it's part of responsibility. It's a part of who you have to be and who you're going to be to play in this defense, and you have to make the calls, and we're trying to get on the same page. Sometimes I'll forget or sometimes somebody else forget, but it's a learning curve, and I believe everybody's buying into that. Everybody wants to be a part of it. Everybody wants to be responsible, and we're doing that.
Is it a big deal to you guys opening up in prime time on a Monday night in a pro stadium where the Steelers play?
We should be used to it. We're used to, but we had I can't remember how many 8 o'clock games we had last year, how many primetime games we had last year. Also playing ACC Championship, playing in the Orange Bowl primetime games. We should be used to it, but it's something that we shouldn't take for granted also, because a lot of teams don't get to play at those primetime times. A lot of teams don't get to be the only teams playing on a Labor Day night. So we're going to go out there and just get ready to prepare and play football. We're not going to worry about the time, where we're playing, and who we're playing. We're just going to line up and play football.
How has, going back to that defense, how has it been this fall camp working with the new positions and the new schemes for yourself personally?
Personally, it's been tough. It's always something to learn. I go out there and learn every day. Like today, I go out there guaranteed to learn something new, learn how to play a scheme differently, learn how to play a position differently. Just trying to better myself for the football team. It's been difficult, but at the same time, it's been fun, learning something new, ready to go out there and attack something new. And when you master something new, it's always fun just to keep doing it over and over again, and just to perfect your craft. And Coach Pruitt always preaches, master your position, be perfect at what you do at your assignment, alignment, and technique. And everybody on the defense has tried to do that, even D tackles in their stance and the way they come off the ball and use their hands. Linebackers reading the offensive lineman hands, knuckles, feet. We've all done that, and even at DB we've done it. Try to master our position to better the whole team in the defense.
And then lastly, from me is when you look back to this camp, what was it like not having your brother there, and what will it be like entering the first game without him?
It's very difficult. I went through spring without Vince. That was the first time playing football without my brother. It was very, very difficult. But at the same time, it's also growing up. You don't have your older brother to make calls for you and also point you in the right direction. You're supposed to be over here. It's a big learning curve. Not having like a dad or a coach on the field with you. Now you have teammates who actually expect you to know what you're doing. They're not going to hold your hand. They're not going to, pat you on the back. They expect you to make plays. You're expected to make the call. You're expected to line up right. You're expected to make those big plays that you're capable of making. And now I think maturely I'm getting into that, and it's just been a process.
Is he going to be at the game on Monday?
I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. You know, guys have a busy schedule now, just ending preseason, getting into regular season. They're game planning themselves. So if he's there, he's there. If he's not, I know he'll be watching some way, somehow.
How about the fact that you get to play a regular season game on his field before he gets to play a regular season game on it?
You know, it's something I get to brag about, but not too much to brag about because one day I hope to be playing in the NFL stadium, you know, on Sundays.
I was just going to ask, when you're game prepping for Pitt, a quarterback that hasn't had game film for over a year because he kept transferring, does that make it challenging? And you know, they've had running backs they thought were going to be in line, and they're looking at a new running back. Does that make it challenging, some of the unknowns?
I really couldn't say much about it. We're just going to prepare to go play football. We know the quarterback is capable of playing football. We know that he's a tremendous quarterback. He's very big, very athletic, has a great arm. The running backs they have, you know, we know that they can run the ball. They wouldn't be there playing running back if they couldn't. So, you know, we're just going to go in there and watch the film that we have, you know, scheme for what they're going to run, and we're going to go up there and get ready just to play football. You know, that's all I can say from what I've seen.
First ACC game for them, you know, they're looking, obviously with you guys being ranked, to try to come out with a bang. How do you control that intensity? Because right out of the gate, you know, for that first quarter, it's going to be buzzing.
We're going to play like we're expected to play. We're Florida State, and they're new to the conference, and we have a standard here now. We've said as players and coaches said it as coaches that we have a standard. We play a certain way. We carry ourselves a certain way, and we're going to have to go out there and just play good football, play sound technique football. You know, it's going to be on a big stage with a lot of people watching, 8 o'clock game, but we don't have to worry about the time, the place, or who we're playing. Like I said before, we just go out there and just make sure we play Florida State football.